All right. Also, this communities and organizations like CityServe, they're doing their part to offer much needed assistance to those in need in Florida.
Yeah, one person leading the charge is Scott Wead. He's the Director of Strategic Partnerships for CityServe in Florida. Scott, thank you for coming on. I know you call Fort Myers your home. What's it been like to see the devastation that's hit it?
Hi, Sean and Emma. It's great to be with you. Yeah, it's been devastating. As you can see behind me is an emergency response refueling station where many of the vehicles are coming to help restore power and just help people in need come to get their fuel. So it's been tough.
It's very tough, and you've seen people come together right here just watching this video on the screen. We've seen supplies being offered from around the nation. You've seen donations, monetary donations coming in from around the nation. And there is so much that is needed in this area, and so many folks rallying, not just federal response, but I'm talking about communities that aren't in Florida coming together. But the community of Fort Myers specifically is doing so, and it's a major task ahead. Talk to me about what you've seen in Fort Myers. What is devastating to you the most, what you've seen? Maybe you've seen Fort Myers Beach. Maybe you've seen Captiva or Sanibel. What has been the most hardest hit that you've seen so far?
Well, everyone you meet knows somebody that's lost everything. I was with our neighbors the day after the storm. They went with their grandmother down to her home that had experienced flooding, and they returned after putting together everything that they could salvage from that wreckage. And she literally came home with one small box. Everything else in her home was destroyed. She lost all of her lifelong storage of pictures and clothes and furniture. And when the floodwaters come into a home and they leave, I'm amazed at how quickly mold forms. It's almost instant. And one of the things that you don't get on the news is the smell. The smell is horrible, where you have seawater and swamp water all mixed together. So it's pretty devastating what people have lost.
Yeah, you mentioned the photographs. You know, when you took photos on film and printed them out, those you cannot replace, unlike the ones that you store in your iPhone storage. It's just so sad to hear, Scott. And when you think about where are these folks staying right now when they don't have a home to go back to?
Yeah, a lot of them are staying with relatives or hotels. It's pretty rough.
Yeah.
I'm looking at I think we saw a picture earlier of your lanai in your backyard here. And this was obviously ripped up here. Did you suffer a lot of damage in your area?
Yeah, I mean, compared to the people on the coast, not so bad. But there's only so many contractors in Florida, and so many, if your house got flooded, only so many companies that can deal with that. So you get on the list. There's about 600,000 people in front of you. The most terrifying thing for us, this was our first hurricane. And so as the trees begin to be uprooted and street sides bent over, we got an emergency notification on our phone to go to an interior room in our house. We weren't sure if our hurricane-proof windows would hold with the winds the way they were. So I went into a closet with my wife and my 3 kids and our dog, and we had no power. So we were in there with a flashlight, and we did the best to try to keep our kids in good spirits and have fun while we hunkered down. So it was a terrifying experience.
It's scary. It's terrifying to go through. It definitely is. And Fort Myers saw it in a major way, and a lot of people, just like Scott, for the first time.
Yeah, Scott, we're so glad you and your family are safe. How can people find out more about CityServe?
Yeah, cityserve.us. You can go there. We have if you want to join in the volunteer effort, we're bringing people in from out of state to come help us rebuild. And also, CityServe works with local churches. So the churches were here before the storm and will be here long after the relief efforts, of other organizations are gone. The churches are still here. So we encourage you to go to cityserve.us to see, to join us in this and help us.
Yeah, we've heard of local churches really stepping up. Scott Wead, thanks so much for coming on. Our prayers are with you and the rest of Southwest Florida.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's good, by the way, they're having